So this morning I'd like to begin with a block. If you have something that you can stick underneath your glutes, in between your ankles, ideally you have it on the flat edge, but you could put it on the middle edge or the tall edge. And it goes right in between the ankles and gives you just like a little bench to sit on. And then the heels are just slightly to the outsides of the hips. Now, if this is uncomfortable for your knees, you can certainly opt out of this posture. And place your left hand under your belly, right hand on top, and let the thumbs touch. Or for men, you can do the opposite. And then just close your eyes. So Virasana. And just take a moment to settle into the posture. Feel the body acclimating. And feel just by closing the eyes, the mind begins to quiet down. We shift from those beta waves to alpha waves. We shift from doing to being. And then notice how soon or how quickly you become aware of the breath. Maybe for the first time today, you're experiencing the rise and fall of the abdomen. Of course, if you're experiencing the breath in the chest, we want to direct the awareness down. That belly breathing is an essential component of stimulating the calming part of our nervous system. As the belly swells, feel that expansion spread from the center out in all directions. And then as the abdomen contracts, notice the stability as everything draws into the core towards the spine. Expansion in all directions on inhalation, stability, contraction on exhalation. So as you keep your awareness concentrated in the abdomen and feeling this pulsation of expansion and contraction, begin to observe the quality of the energy in the abdomen. So does it feel strong, vibrant? Does it feel weak? Or something in between? And it is from this area in the yogic tradition that we think of willpower, our ability to assert choice. And I was recently reminded of the Upanishadic teaching that you are what your deepest driving desire is. As your desire, so is your will. As your will, so is your deed. And as your deed, so is your destiny. So there's a desire that precedes our will. The will precedes the actions we take in the world. And the actions we take in the world determine our destiny. But sometimes when we become weak-willed, we get confused on what's the best choice. Sometimes it's difficult to recognize where the motivation is coming from. Sometimes it's hard to hear that inner voice. So we're going to work in our practice to strengthen this area today, maybe giving us a little bit more clarity and discernment. And the right use of choosing one thing over something else. So now grow the breath as you inhale into the belly, bring it up into the rib cage and up into the chest, all the way to the top of the collarbones. And then exhale, lift the pelvic floor, draw the abdomen towards the back body, bring the rib cage closer together, let the chest soften. And continue, inhaling belly, ribs, chest, exhaling belly, ribs, and chest. One more. And when you finish the last one, just bring your hands together in front of your heart. Let your thumbs touch your sternum and bow your head to your hands. So we'll set the intention for the practice today to really work with this abdomen, this navel center, stimulating the strength, stability there, as well as igniting a little bit of that fire. And if there's anything in your life right now that's asking you to really look at where your choices are coming from, where your willpower is taking you, then bring that into your intention now. And place this in the heart, surround it with unconditional love. And we'll begin with the chant of Om 3 times. So Ah, O, and Deep inhale in. Long exhale out. Contracting the abdomen. Good. Another deep inhale in. Deep inhale. Lower your chin to your chest. Gradually open your eyes and come back into the room. And we'll take the block out from between the ankles. Come into tabletop position, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, tops of the feet pressed down. Extend one leg back, straighten the leg, tuck the toes and reach out through the heel. And then switch and extend the other leg. And just go back and forth a couple times, pumping some blood back into the legs after being in Virasana for a few moments there. Good, and then stay in tabletop position here. On your inhalation, lift the heart, lift the sit bones, look up. Allow the front body to lengthen, and on your exhalation, draw your navel to the spine, round the back, take the sit bones to the heels for child's pose. Good, inhale, come back up into tabletop. Heart lifts, sit bones lift, extending through the front body. As you go back to child's pose, navel really pulls towards the spine. And then bend the elbows slightly, draw them towards the midline as you come back down, opening up the upper back. Again, inhale, extension, full breath in. Exhale, contraction, emptying out. Hug those elbows toward the midline as you move down. Good, 2 more please, on your own with your breath. Working towards an even inhale, even exhale, Samavriti. Last one. Good, stay in child's pose for a moment. Walk your hands forward, come up onto your fingertips, lift the inner palm and let the forehead rest. Feel the heart opening, drawing towards the earth. Take the tips of the shoulder blades slightly down your back. Breathe that same pattern, so belly, ribs, chest, exhaling belly, ribs, chest. Now feel it more along the back side of the body. Now place the palms flat, walk the hands over to the right side, press your left sit bone down, bow the rib cage. And then take your right arm at a 90-degree angle, push your hand into the earth, and just bring a little bit more of a twist into this forward fold. So you've got the lateral opening, a slight twist to the spine, and you're in some flexion here. One more breath, softening that left shoulder. Good, now come back to center and walk your hands over to the left side. Press the right sit bone but down, bow the rib cage. Feel the lateral opening. And then bend your left arm at a 90-degree angle, palm flat, and push into the floor to create just a little bit more of a twist in the back body. Relax the right shoulder. Very nice. And then come back into child's pose. Bring the hands to the sacrum, knees together on your inhalation. Stand tall on the knees into Vadrasana. Right arm lifts up. Extend through the front body. Exhale, bring the hand to the sacrum. Right cheek down into the mat, navel to spine. Inhale, stand on the knees again. Lift the left arm up. Extend through that front body. Take the left hand to the sacrum, left cheek to the mat. Navel to the spine as you come down. Good. So a little core strengthening here. Inhale, right arm up. Standing on the knees. Exhale, right hand to sacrum, right cheek to mat. Inhale, left arm up. And slowly push that hand away as the left cheek comes down, stretching the neck, upper back. Good. Again, inhale. Exhale, nice and slow. Inhale, left arm. Exhale, left cheek down. Now bring the forehead into the mat. Keep the hands on the sacrum. Inhale, come up to standing on both knees. Bring a slight back bend into the upper back. And then exhale, contract the abdomen. Try to keep everything nice and even as you come down. So same thing here. You're going to inhale, stand on the knees, slight back bend coming in. So you're opening up that whole front line. And then exhale, you're contracting the abdomen towards the back body, creating stability as you come down nice and slow. Good. Just one more like this, please. Inhale. And exhale, navel in. And then rest in embryo. So just let the hands come down towards the heels, round the upper back and soften. Maybe feel some stimulation there in the abdomen. Good, tabletop position again. This time we're going to extend the right arm, left leg, flex through the heel of the foot. As you exhale, pull the knee into the chest, elbow into the knee. And then inhale, extend away again. So using your balance here. Exhale, navel hugs the back body. That creates the stability. And then inhale, reach away. And keep going with your breath. Again, try to make that inhale and exhale even. Keep pressing down through your supporting arm. Hugging that midline to create stability. And the back leg pressing into the top of the foot. 2 more, please. And then tabletop position. Just level out for a moment. Find that symmetrical balance. And we'll switch sides. Extend your left arm, right leg. Exhale, bring the knee to chest, elbow to knee, crunching that abdomen. And then inhale, extend away, flex the heel from the fingertips. Exhale, knee to chest, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend away. And keep going with your breath. Sometimes we can find there's an imbalance on the right side versus the left. So just notice which one is easier as we cross this midline of the body. And remember to keep using those grounding points. Stay anchored through your supporting limbs. Maybe feeling some heat generated from this abdomen. This is why we associate the fire with the navel. Good, 2 more, please. And then again, we're going to just come back to tabletop position and sit back on the heels the way we were before. So you can use your block in between your ankles as we did before. Heels, remember, are just to the outsides of your hips. But if you're close to the floor, you're welcome to either put a blanket underneath the hips, or you can try to get the hips to touch the earth. So they would be sitting or resting in between the ankles. If this is uncomfortable for your legs or knees, then just move into the position that best serves you. Okay, so we're going to do some Kapalabhati breathing. We call this the breath of fire. And this is just a technique, a purification or cleansing technique to help purge the old air from our lungs and bring in fresh new prana and oxygen. But we're going to add something else to it too, which is to manipulate the abdomen with our fists. And I'll talk you through that. So we're going to begin here with the arms in a V shape, thumbs in, fingers wrap around, Mushti Mudra. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale about 3/4 of your breath out and begin short, forceful exhales out through the nostrils, pumping the diaphragm back to the spine. Slow it down. Deep inhale in, bring your hands together up above you. Hold the breath in for a moment. Feel all the prana in the torso, just kind of swirling around, stimulating the organs. And now exhale and bring those hands into your gut. So as you forward fold over the legs, let all the breath leave the body. Rotate the wrists to make small circles with the fists. While the breath's held out, massage the internal organs. And then when you need to breathe, come back up and sit and rest. Regulate the breath. Let's do it again. Thumbs in, fingers wrap around, Mushti Mudra, deep inhale in. Exhale about 3/4 of the breath out. Short, forceful exhales out through the nostrils. Begin. Slow it down. Inhale, bring the fists together above your head. Hold the breath in. Sip a little more breath in. Hold again. Exhale, hands into the core, fold over the legs. Start to rotate those wrists while the breath is held out, massaging those internal organs. Inhale, come back to seated. When you need to, rest. Regulate the breath. Okay, just one more. Thumbs in, fingers wrap around, full breath in. 3/4 out. Begin. Slow it down. Inhale. Hold. Sip a little more in and hold. Exhale, fists into the core, fold. Rotate those palms, those fists into the abdomen, massage the organs. And sit up and rest. All right, and then come forward again, back into tabletop position. And this time we're going to bring the elbows down into the mat. Wrap the hands around the middle part of the arms and either interlace the fingers and press the forearms down or spread the palms wide with the forearms parallel. Tuck the back toes under, lift the sit bones up and back, and come into dolphin variation of down dog. So if you want to bend one knee and press the other heel down, and then bend the other knee and press the other heel down, just go back and forth a couple times, opening up the backs of the legs. And then have your feet about hip distance apart, toes turned in slightly, heels out, roll the inner thighs in and back. Keep pressing through the forearms, feeling the web of the index and thumb anchored into the earth. Space in the back of the heart, let the head and neck hang. Let the navel sink in and up under the rib cage with each exhalation. So we're really feeling a sense of hollowing out the belly or drawing the navel deeply towards the spine. So this posture is a wonderful variation of down dog. Really great for building shoulder strength as well as abdominal strength. Good. Bring knees to floor, sit bones to heels, rest in embryo. So again, back of the hands toward the heels, round the upper back. Take a moment, just let everything soften. Really notice if you're holding into those shoulders, relax more deeply. And then we're going to do the same thing one more time, and you're going to have a choice to either stay static, holding the posture still, or you can go back and do some dolphin push-ups. So tuck the toes, lift those sit bones up and back. And if you're doing dolphin push-ups, you're going to wiggle the toes back about 2-3 inches as you exhale. Take your chest over your forearms, tailbone under, lower belly lifts. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, hover over the forearms, navel in. Inhale, reach up. Keep going. So you want to do these at your pace with your breath, nice and stable. And I usually encourage that you do one more than you want to do. So that just pushes that edge just a little bit, but not so much that we fatigue and then perhaps get sloppy with our posture. Good. If you're still going, how about 2 more? And then we'll rest the same way we did before. So embryo, back of the hands toward the heels, round the upper back. Good, tabletop position. Lift the heart, lift the sit bones, look up. Exhale, tuck the toes, find downward facing dog. And then from downward facing dog, we'll just make sure we've got the alignment principles, so still toes are in, heels out, roll the inner thighs in and back. And in the upper body, make sure you roll shoulder heads away from the ears, hug the inner elbows toward one another, and really press down through the web of the index and thumb. As the heels grow heavy, the sit bones lift high, so really elongating the back of the legs, drawing the chest just a little closer towards those thighs. Last breath here. Navel hugs the back body. And then rise onto the balls of the feet, bend the knees, look at the hands, and step forward to your fingertips. And just open your feet hip distance apart, standing forward fold. Little micro bend the knee. Let the upper body really soften over the legs. So feel where you're holding your pressure in your feet. So make sure that you're not too far in the ball of the foot, not too far in the heel. You want to be balanced between the two. Same with inner and outer edge. That micro bend is fine, you can keep it, but if you start to feel more flexibility, you can slowly open the legs by straightening them. And we're going to hook index, middle thumb around the big toe. If that's too intense, you can always have your hands on your shin bones. On your inhale, you're going to pull your chest away from your thighs, straighten your arms, straighten your spine to the best of your ability. And then exhale, bend knees, bend elbows, relax head and neck. Good, again, you're going to pull away. Inhale, you're creating as much space in the vertebrae as possible. Tips of the shoulder blades draw down the back. On the exhalation, navel hugs way in so that we really contract the abdomen, creating more room to fold. Inhale again, pull away. Create space. Exhale, fold into that space. 2 more. Good. Now we're going to bring the hands to the hips and just come halfway up. So you can keep a micro bend your knee if you need to. You can straighten the legs if you prefer, but we're going to pull those hips away from the crown of the head. If you feel a little stronger today, extend the arms out wide. Breathe deeply here. Notice how you've got gravity sitting on the back, using that strength to hold the spine up. 1 more breath. And then just flip the palms up, press into the feet, come all the way up as the arms reach overhead. And exhale, hands to the heart. And then just take a moment to feel what you've done this morning, just as a few warm-up postures. Already there's so much warmth in the body and some space. It's just that helpful reminder that we can do a little bit every day. Okay, so coming to the front of your mats for sun salutations. Big toes will be touching, space between the heels. Hands are together in front of the heart. Inhale, the arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold, navel to spine. Step the right leg back, lower the knee, top of the foot. Inhale up for low lunge. And then we're going to exhale and step back to downward facing dog. Now bring the right leg forward to the fingertips, spin the back foot flat for warrior 1. Inhale as you come up. And then exhale, come down for plank position. So for the first round, we're going to bring knees to floor. Squeeze the elbows tight into our side as the belly comes down. Tops of the feet ground, inhale, just low cobra. Elbows and shoulders pull back, and exhale. Navel up and back for down dog. Same leg move, so right comes to the fingertips. Lower the left knee down. Inhale, reach up for low lunge again. Press into the top of the back foot. And exhale, step the back foot forward, standing forward fold. Inhale, the arms reach out wide, flat spine as you come up. And exhale, hands to heart. So that's the right side. Let's do the left. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Left leg goes back. Lower knee, top of the foot. Inhale, low lunge. And exhale, step back to downward facing dog. Same leg move. So left goes forward for warrior 1. Heel to heel alignment, front knee bent. Inhale as you come up. And exhale, we're stepping back to plank position. Again, lower knees, squeeze elbows tight as you come down. Inhale, you want to go a little higher to cobra. You keep the pubic bone on the floor. Exhale, navel up and back, downward facing dog. Left leg goes forward, right knee anchors. Inhale, come up. And exhale, step the back foot forward, standing forward fold. Inhale, reach all the way up. A little slight opening of the front body here. Exhale, hands to heart. Okay, so that's one round. Let's do that again. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Right leg back. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg forward. Spin the back foot flat. Warrior one. Open that front body. And exhale, plank position. If you want to leave the knees lifted this time, chaturanga. Inhale, if they're up, if they're lifted, you go into up dog. And exhale to downward facing dog, right leg forward. Lower left knee down, inhale. Exhale, step the back foot forward, standing forward fold. Inhale, arms out wide, flat back as you come up. Exhale, heart. Left side, inhale. Exhale, fold. Left leg back, low lunge. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. Left leg forward. Warrior one. Inhale. And exhale, plank position. Again, if those knees are lifted, chaturanga. Inhale into up dog. And exhale to down dog. Left leg forward. Right knee down, inhale. Exhale, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, heart. One more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Right leg back, low lunge. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. Right leg through. Warrior one. Inhale. Exhale, plank. Vinyasa your way. And then right leg comes forward again. Low lunge. Inhale. Exhale, step forward. Forward fold. Inhale, reach. Exhale, heart. Last time, left side, inhale. Exhale, fold. Left leg back, low lunge. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. Left leg through. Warrior one. Inhale. And exhale, plank. Vinyasa your way. And then left leg forward for low lunge. Inhale. Exhale, step through. Fold. Inhale, reach all the way up. Full breath. And exhale, hands to heart. And now just be here and just rest in Samastiti. Full breath in, full breath out. Feel the heart beating. Breathe that same pattern we started with, belly, ribs, chest. Exhaling, belly, ribs, chest. Slowing that breath down. Last one. Okay, back at the front of your mat. Hands to the heart. Feet either hip distance apart or big toes touching, space between the heels. Inhale, the arms reach up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway to monkey pose. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, inhale, chair. Exhale, keep the knees bent as you fold. Inhale, lean back to chair. Slowly straighten the legs. And exhale, arms to your side or to your heart. Repeat. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, monkey. Extension of the spine. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, chair pose. Stay, exhale, fold over those bent knees. Inhale, back to chair. Slowly straighten. And exhale to the heart. Again, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, monkey. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Keep the knees bent, fold. Lean back to chair. Slowly straighten. And exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, monkey. And this time, exhale, step back to downward facing dog. Have your feet hip distance apart. And we're going to extend the right leg long. So if you flex through the heel of the foot, reach the right leg in the air, toes point straight down. As you exhale, bring your knee to your chest and crunch the abdomen. And then inhale, extend the leg away. Exhale, crunch the knee into the abdomen. Inhale, extend away. 3 more like this with your breath, please. Last one. Good. Now we're going to crunch the knee into the navel center and then lunge that foot to the fingertips. Spin the back foot out flat. Keep a fairly long stance here for warrior one. So heel to heel alignment. Inhale as you come up, arms reach. Now if you have to make any adjustments to the hips here to make sure you're stable, hands on the hips. We want to bring right hip back, left hip around. So we're just going to inhale here. Heart is open, front knee's bent. Exhale, just straighten the front leg. Squeeze the muscle to the bone and bring the arms down by your side. Repeat that. Bend into the front knee. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, squeeze the muscle to the bone. Straighten the front leg. Bring the arms down. 3 more. Inhale, moving in and out of warrior one. Nice and stable. Last one. Good, now we're going to go into warrior one here, bending into the front knee. Arms reach overhead. And we're going to bring the right hand down to the thigh. So we're actually shifting into a twisting side angle. Inhale, lifting the left arm up as long as you can. And now pull that elbow over and set the elbow on top of the thigh. Fist with the bottom hand, cup with the top, or hands in prayer. If this is too intense on your back foot or knee, you can pivot on the ball of the back foot and be in a high lunge position. But if you can keep that back foot flat, it's a little bit of a deeper twist. Either way, it's really good for the abdomen. So inhale, extend, exhale, pull the navel towards the back body and rotate deeper to the right. Keep going. Inhale, extend, crown away from heel. Exhale, navel in, twist a little deeper to the right. Couple more breaths. Really feeling some of that heat being generated from the abdomen. Good, now we're going to bring fingertips to the floor. Straighten the front leg. Walk the back foot in about 6 inches or so that we're in a long pyramid. And now inhale, extend the heart forward, fingers in a finger stand like monkey pose, and then melt over the leg into a nice deep pyramid and stay. Head and neck is relaxed. Use the heat that we just built to create a little more flexibility. Remember, in this posture, in order to make sure the hips are stable, oftentimes the leg that has more sensation is the one we're backing off of. So lean slightly into that sensation, and usually you'll stabilize the hips. Back heel's grounded, crown of the head is resting, relaxed, back of the neck is relaxed. Two more. Hug the abdomen towards the back body, consciously pulling it towards the spine. And then step the back foot forward, come into standing forward fold. Now you might notice a difference between the right leg and the left. Just observe that. And then inhale, reach the arms out wide, flat spine as you come up. Arms lift overhead, palms touch. And exhale, either hands to heart or arms down by your side, your choice. Breathe here. Observe. Remember to tap into where's the warmth, where's the vibrancy. Do we feel some strength? How about stability? Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale to monkey pose. Extend the spine, create all that space and length. Exhale, step back to down dog. Downward facing dog. We're going to extend the left leg up in the air, toes point straight down, reach through the heel. Exhale, bring that knee into the chest. Inhale, reach away. Exhale, crunch it in. Nice strong abdomen. Inhale, reach away. 3 more with your breath. Last one. Now bring the knee into the chest and you're going to lunge it forward to the fingertips, setting up for a longer warrior one. Inhale, press into the feet, come all the way up. So again, make any adjustments you need to. So it's front heel to back heel, toes angled slightly in that back foot, pull the left hip back, right hip around, front knee bent. Inhale the arms nice and long here, extend through the heart. Exhale, we're going to straighten the front leg, squeeze the muscle to the bone, and bring the arms down by your side. Inhale, bend into the front knee, open up the upper back. Exhale, arms come down, straighten the legs, squeeze the muscle to the bone. 3 more, inhale. Use your breath. Gaze is steady. Hug the navel towards the back body as you come up. 1 more. Very nice. Now you're going to move back into warrior one. So move into the posture. We're going to take the left hand down. Right arm is going to extend. So we want to get as much space along the lateral as possible. Now bring the elbow, set it on top of the left thigh, fist with the bottom hand, cup with the top, or hands in prayer. Again, if you need to pivot on the ball of the back foot for stability in your back knee, that's fine. Do that. Otherwise, if you can maintain keeping that foot grounded, pull the navel back and twist a little deeper to the left. Breathe here. Extending crown away from back heel, as much length in the spine as possible, so when you do the rotation, it's a little bit deeper. No strain in the neck, upper back, jaw. Last one. Now bring fingertips to the floor. You're going to step the back foot up, so it's a slightly shorter stance. Only come up about 6 inches though, so keep it fairly long for pyramid. Fingers in a finger stand. Inhale, extend the heart. So you're creating that monkey feeling, that monkey pose feeling. With all that length in the spine, then melt into that front leg. And now soften into pyramid and stay. And then know that body. So do you tend to
back off the front leg? Do you tend to back off the back leg? Where is your sensation? Lean into it a bit. Moving into the edge, but not crossing it. Squeeze the inner thighs toward the midline like there's an imaginary bar there. Each exhale takes the navel towards the spine. Keep letting go. Last one. And now step that back foot forward. Come into standing forward fold. Might be a moment where you still feel the one leg's a little different than the other, but we're coming back towards balance, having done both sides. And when those legs feel symmetrical, we're going to inhale the arms out wide, lift and rise all the way up. And exhale, hands to the heart. And either keep the hands there or bring them down by your side and just rest. Notice the quality of mind when we get stable in the abdomen. And if the mind is growing quiet for you, think about how much easier it would be to hear that deep driving desire. As your desire, so is your will. As your will, so is your deed. As your deed, so is your destiny. Okay. You might need 2 blocks here at the front of your mat, depending on your level of flexibility. If you have something like that that you can put down, that would be great. If not, we can always bend the knees more deeply to get to the floor. We're going to start here with just, again, a little dynamic chair. So inhale, the arms reach up. Exhale, bend the knees into chair. Inhale, lift the heart a little higher. Exhale, fold over the bent knees, and this time take the arms behind you like wings, palms face up. And then exhale, just the arms come through. Inhale as you lean back to chair. Repeat that again. Exhale, contract the abdomen, forward fold over the bent knees. Inhale, the arms behind you like wings. Exhale, just the arms come through. And it's an inhale as you lean back to chair. One more. Exhale, navel in. Inhale, arms like wings. Exhale, come back through. Inhale to the back bend, straighten the legs, and exhale, forward fold. Okay, so we're moving into Warrior 3 to start, and I just want to do it mindfully that you can use the blocks here. Any edge is fine, and you want to bring the floor up to you at this point. We're going to put weight into the left foot, extend the right leg up. Again, just like when we were in down dog, the toes are pointing straight down. So you're lifting the inner thigh of the extended leg and getting the spine nice and tall. And just breathe here for a few moments. So just notice the strength of the back line, all the way even really from the crown to the heel. Good, a couple more breaths. Keep flexing the foot. Try to eliminate any bend to the extended leg's knee. Hug the navel towards the back body for more support. One more breath. And then exhale, bring that foot back down. If you'd like, you can fold in between just to completely let go. And then we'll try it again on the other side. So lifting the chest, weight into the right foot, extend the left leg up, toes are pointing straight down. Try your best not to lift the left hip higher than the right. And do lift the inner thigh of that leg though to help rotate it. So it's an internal rotation. Crown is reaching away from heels, so there's space in the neck. No crunching there. Breathe deeply. And notice the strength of the back line. And again, you might find an imbalance. You might find one side feels stronger than the other. That's pretty typical. Navel hugs in, one more. And then again, if you can either rest in monkey or you can rest in a forward fold, letting everything go. And then inhale the arms out wide, lift and rise all the way up, and exhale, hands to heart. So we're gonna keep the hands at the heart here. You're welcome to repeat what we just did using those blocks if that helps provide more stability. Otherwise, we're gonna put weight into the left foot, keep the hands at the heart, and now move into a variation of Warrior 3. So flex through the heel of the foot, same thing. Crown reaches away from heel, or you have your hands on the blocks, your choice. Keep the heart open, so don't collapse through the upper back. Almost feel like you're in an up dog heart. Breathe deeply here. Notice the strength of the back line to help keep everything up, particularly in the upper back. Good, inhale, come back up. Take a moment, find both feet. If you were doing the variation with the hands on the blocks, you can rest in forward fold again. And then we're gonna do the other side. So hands are at the heart center again. Weight into the right foot. We're gonna slowly flex the left foot, press down through our supporting leg, and then just keep that long line from the heel to the crown. So if you're just at a diagonal here in this variation of balance, then that's fine. You know, as you get a little stronger, coming a little bit more parallel to the earth, micro bend in the bottom knee is fine as well. Crown reaching from heel. Breathe here. Using that strength of the core, hug the navel towards the back body. And then inhale, come up, rest. One side versus the other. Observe the differences. Okay, I want to do one more. As long as you don't feel too fatigued, you're welcome to take any of those variations we've already done. But if you want to move into twisting half moon 2, which is much more challenging, we're going to have only one block for that. So you're going to start with that block 6 to 10 inches in front of the big toe of the left foot. And we're going to extend the right leg again, just like we did before. So we're making sure you can peek at your toes, that they're pointing straight down. And now right hand on the block. Any edge of the block is fine, so flat, middle, or tall. And then left hand onto the sacrum. Lift your chest away, so it's like you're feeling that monkey pose we've been working with the whole practice. Strengthening the upper back. Keep the left hand on the sacrum, navel rotates to the left, and you can just start there, or if you're comfortable, left arm lifts up. Most challenging is to change the gaze to the sidewall. And breathe here. Keep extending that back leg, keep feeling that rotation. No, that shaking is normal. And then release and surrender. I'm going to come into forward fold here for a moment. Let everything soften. Okay, we're going to do the other side. So 6 to 10 inches at a slight diagonal in, and the right big toe. Extend your left leg up in the air, toes point straight down. Come up into what feels like monkey pose first. So extend that spine. You can place the left hand on the block. Any edge is fine, depending on your flexibility. Right hand's going to move to the sacrum. We can just start there by rotating the navel open to the right. Keep reaching through the heel. Breathe deeply here. And if you're feeling more confident, you can start to slowly change the gaze to the sidewall. Find that point to stare at, so eyes are steady. Maybe take the arm up in the air. Keep breathing. And then gently release. Soften everything into standing forward fold. Let it go. Head and neck is relaxed. Okay, inhale to monkey pose. Hands on the shin or floor. Exhale, we're going to step back to downward facing dog. And then inhale to plank. Exhale, bring your knees to the floor for chaturanga. Squeeze the elbows tight till the belly comes down. Inhale, halfway for cobra. Exhale, turn your cheek to the other side and come down. Inhale, halfway for cobra. Turn your cheek to the other side and come down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, come down the other side. Inhale, cobra. Lighten the load on your hands. Exhale. One more on each side. And now we'll rest. So just let your cheek soften into your mat. You can bring your arms by your side if you prefer. Everything surrenders here. Let the shoulders relax. Feel the belly breathing into the earth. Slow the breath down. And turn your cheek to the other side. Same thing, relax. Belly breathing, feel the kidneys widen. One more here. And then bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Widen your feet just slightly so that as you push back up into tabletop, you can come back into Virasana where the hips sit between the heels. The heels are just to the outside edges of the hips. And again, if you prefer to have a block or a blanket underneath the hips, if they don't touch the earth, then please do so. Take a moment with a tall spine, relaxed body, eyes closed, to just observe. Observe sensation, observe the mind, the breath. And then open your eyes. If you have a blanket, that would be very helpful for the next posture. So we'll take the blanket and we're going to keep the left leg where it is in Virasana and extend the right leg out. So if you're like me and I have an imbalance there for my hips, I need to prop my hips up on a blanket in order to be balanced here with my hip structure. So prop anything you need, whether it's a blanket or maybe a bolster, whatever you have available to you. So right leg is straight, flex the foot, and we don't want the foot to tilt on one side or the other, keep it straight, which means there's a slight internal rotation of the thigh for most people. And we're just going to move in and out of this Trianga Mukha Haipada Paschimottanasana posture. So inhale, the arms reach up. As you exhale, you're just going to lean forward halfway. So try to keep the arms in alignment with the ears, try to keep that flat back, and then inhale and come up again. So we're just going to move in and out like that. Exhale. Lean forward. Inhale, come up. Good. Now this time if you want to lean forward a little more, maybe working towards 3/4 of the way. Inhale, come up. Flex the right foot. Exhale, 3/4 of the way. Inhale up. Now it might be that 3/4 is your max. It might be that half is your max. And if you are able to go any further, you can go all the way down and then hands just come on the floor. Just let them rest on the floor. You can actually use them to keep the spine straight and just let the upper body soften. So into whatever variation you prefer, whatever height you prefer. Breathe here. Think of squeezing an imaginary block between your inner thighs. And hug the navel towards the back body on exhalation to allow the spine to soften a little more. Now, if you prefer, you can always hold on to the foot if that's available to you. Try to avoid some of that rounding of the upper back. And it's tempting here because you want to let the head go. That's okay. But try to keep the heart open, sternum moving forward. Last one. And then slowly come back up. Take your time to just pad the hands into the earth. Sit tall for a moment and feel. Okay, so we're going to switch sides. So you might want to come back through Virasana for a moment. So again, heels to the outsides of the hips, internal rotation of the thighs, just finding symmetrical. And then same thing on the other side. If you have a blanket or bolster or something that you can use to support you, extend the left leg long and put the prop underneath the hip so that the hips feel balanced and centered. Internal rotation of the thigh, flex the left foot, keep the right foot to the outside of the hip. Inhale the arms long. Exhale, come down just halfway. So it's a different side. Feel the difference. Inhale, come up. Exhale, halfway. Inhale up. Exhale, 3/4. Inhale up. Exhale, 3/4. Inhale up. And then exhale and come down to wherever you're comfortable. So again, I like to keep the hands on the floor at least for a few moments to really square the chest, square the hips. Head and neck is relaxed. Your deepest fold here without compromising the upper back. Pull the pinky toe sides of your foot back. Keep that internal rotation of the thigh. It's going to be tempting to tilt the foot here. Breathe into sensation. And if you want to reach for the foot for the last few moments of the fold, go ahead. Very nice. And then slowly pad your hands back up to seated. And then we'll move the blanket or bolster out of the way and come back this time to sitting on your heels. So you're going to have your feet together, knees together. So it's a different posture here. Vadrasana. Close the eyes and just rest for a moment. Feel the quality of the mind. And notice its relationship to the stability in the core. So we're going to bring our hips over to the right. And as you do that, your top of your right foot will slide into the curve of the left foot, or the arch of the left foot. We're going to move into Bharad Vadrasana. Inhale, the left arm lifts up. Again, we're making length along that left side of the body. Now we're going to take the arm across the chest and hook the fingers underneath the knee, palm facing down. Like ideally, you want to get that palm flat, but if you're like me, slightly shorter arms, a little tighter, it's not always going to happen. So as best as you can bind there is great. And then the right hand's going to go behind you, and you're going to lift your chest. You want to think of puffing up your chest and look over your right shoulder. And just take a few breaths here to lengthen the spine, to lift the heart, to look over the shoulder, and just unwind a little bit here through that torso. Maybe feeling some psoas or neck, wherever your tensions are. And once you feel like you're looking over the shoulders, cue the navel to twist to the right as much as possible. You're just going to shift the head and look down at the floor by the left shoulder. And then tilt your left ear to your left shoulder. And now close your eyes and just stay here. So this is an open twist, but very intense. Breathe deeply. Try to stay anchored through your left knee as much as possible. And breathe into the areas that are tight. Where's the sensation? Good. 2 more breaths. And then release the neck, release the hand. Slowly come back to sitting tall on both heels and rest the hands in the lap and just observe. Maybe notice some prana in areas that were really tight, now becoming enlivened and vibrant. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. So shift your hips to the left. Left foot rests into the arch of the right. Inhale the right arm up. Elongate that side body, so really get that length there. And then hook the hand underneath the knee. Left hand behind you. Puff up your chest and turn and look over that left shoulder. So you help to cue the navel to twist to the left. Keep twisting. Keep opening up. Inhaling taller, exhaling, rotating. And now when you think you can't get that navel any further, you're going to look down at the floor and then tilt your right ear towards your right shoulder. And just feel that beautiful stretch for the neck. Eyes can be closed, just observe. Breath moving into areas that are tight. Good. One more here. And then slowly release the head, release the arm. We're going to come back to sitting on those heels. Again, just resting the hands in the lap. Observe the quality of mind. So we're going to bring the hips down to the floor, extend the legs straight, and just take a Dandasana for a moment. Feet are flexed, hands beside the hips, press down firmly into the earth with the palms. See how deep of an impression you can make in your mat with your hands, gaze steady forward. Legs are strong, core is strong. It surprisingly takes some work here, even though on the outside it doesn't look like it's that difficult.
One more breath. And then relax. Bend your knees, come down onto your back, and hug your knees into your chest. We're just going to rock a little bit from side to side on the spine. Take the knees over to the left while you look to your right. Just a spinal twist here. Let the navel soften. Right shoulder softens into the mat. Gaze over the right shoulder. Let gravity do the work here. This is an effortless pose. And then take your knees over to the right and repeat that on the other side. So knees right, chest left, navel to the left. Soften here, let go. Gaze over that left shoulder. Relax. And then come back to center. So we're going to do one more final posture. It's really not a posture, it's a mudra. And it's an option to do it without the bandhas. So if holding your breath out is not comfortable for you, then you can do it without that. And we'll have the feet together, legs together, feet flexed. We'll interlace the fingers, take the arms over the head. So if you're doing it without holding the breath out here, you're just going to do long, slow inhalations and exhalations. So we're going to breathe in first through the lower belly, then through the belly, then the ribs, then the chest. So we're getting that full breath in. Now exhale, squeeze your lower abdomen towards your back body. Squeeze the abdomen down, squeeze the breath out of the rib cage, out of the chest. And then you can either repeat the inhalation, or if you're holding the breath out, you're going to lift the three bandhas. So with the breath held out, lift the Mula Bandha, pelvic floor, Uddiyana Bandha, navel in and up under the rib cage, and then the sternal notch moves towards the chin and chin towards sternal notch. You're holding the breath out as long as you feel comfortable, and when you need to relax, you're going to let everything soften. Take a full breath in and full breath out as a recovery. Of course, if you're not holding the breath out, you can just continue those long, slow inhalations and exhalations, but very mindful of the positioning of the breath. So we'll repeat it again. Inhale, fill lower belly, belly, ribs, chest. Exhale, lower belly pushes the breath out, then the navel contracts towards the spine, the rib cage pushes the breath down and out, and then the rest of the breath leaves the chest. You can continue with the inhale if you are not holding the breath out. Otherwise, hold the breath, suck everything in and up, lifting pelvic floor, navel, sternal notch towards chin. Only hold to when you feel comfortable. When you need to release, relax the musculature and then take your breath in. Okay, that's a very personal practice. Everybody's breath count is different. So we'll do 3 more on your own, the way that you need it done. And if you are doing it continuous breathing, then you may do probably 5. Remember, if you're holding the breath out, it's helpful to take a recovery breath in between.
Okay, close to the last one here. And relax your arms down by your side when you're done. Spread the feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart. If you're in a lighted room, you might want to put an eye pillow over your eyes or have a bolster under your knees, blanket over you if it's cool. Whatever you need to be comfortable, but try to settle into Shavasana as quickly as possible and with the least amount of disturbance. As you let your body rest into the earth, see if you can fully let gravity take the heavy parts of the body, drawing them down. And notice how the mind still holds on to the body in certain patterns. See if you can release those. And just settle into the quiet and stillness. Non-doing. So very slowly begin to deepen your breath. Run your thumb across your fingertips. Roll wrists and ankles. And without rushing, just gently roll onto your right side, rest in fetal. And place your hand into the earth and slowly come up. Head and neck heavy, eyes closed as you come up. If you'd like to prop your sit bones up with a blanket or bolster, take a moment to do that. If you want to go back into Virasana with a block that's comfortable for you, you can go into that position as well. Sit with a tall spine and a relaxed body. And return to the breathing that we started with, the belly, ribs, chest, exhaling belly, ribs, chest. Nice and slow. And just a few more like this. Easy, stable breathing. Notice the expansion and contraction at the abdomen. And begin to direct more of your attention to that area. Just 3 more breaths, expanding and contracting at the abdomen. Notice some sensation or awareness there. And then relax all effort. And just hold your attention in the abdomen. Either seeing a ball or sphere of light situated right at the core, or just taking in sensation. Mind anchored in the abdomen. If the mind wanders, bring it back. Circle or sphere of light in the abdomen. And from that empowered center, begin to deepen your breath. Some awareness still remaining in the core. And bring your hands back together in front of your heart. Let your thumbs touch your sternum, bow your head to your hands. Go back to the intention that you set at the beginning of the practice and trust that you received what you could receive and let the rest go. And we'll seal the practice with the chant of Om, just one long, powerful Om. Deep inhale in and long exhale out. And you can really see the vibration extending from the abdomen. Deep inhale in. Namaste. Thank you for joining me for practice today. I hope that this practice brought you more peace and stability. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel and share with family and friends so that we can spread and uplift the vibration. And in the description is a link to the Patreon account if you'd like to donate to help support these practices and support my ability to continue to give these videos out on YouTube. Thank you.